So we have kind of a loose little agenda. I don't know if y'all seen a copy of this or not, but, and I hope everybody can hear me. Can everybody hear me? I think once everybody's kind of seated and online and stuff, you'll hear me a little better. But basically, we're going to pick up from where we left off in our Canva 1 class, which was a real basic class, giving some very basic overview tutorials on Canva and how to use it. Today, I was going to focus in on how to build your brand identity structure in Canva, and then talk a little bit about being organized in Canva, and so how to set up some organizational structure inside Canva. And then we're going to go over and kind of do some importing and exporting of stuff, and we'll be doing that throughout. And that's something you'll get really used to because you import and export out of Canva constantly when you're using it. Because you create in there, and so sometimes you have to import in logos and pictures and video and all that kind of stuff. You create, and when you finish creating and you're getting ready to put it on a different platform, you're going to export it. So you'll use it all the time. And then we're also going to try to accomplish at least 3 little projects today. So you will hopefully walk away with 3 little small pieces of content to be able to post out on whatever social media platform you're on. So we're going to try to create a Facebook cover photo for your business, which will include hopefully like your headshot, your business logo, business contact information, things like that. We'll format it and you can throw it up on your Facebook page and see how that works. And then you can tweak it from there and create different ones and, play with it. The concept is just to show you how to do it, find it, get comfortable with doing it. And then we're going to create a social media post. So we're going to identify something that we all want to post about, find the photo, find the video, whatever it's going to be, write a little bit of content. So I'll show you how some kind of tricks on writing content and do that. And then we're going to talk a little bit about reel creation, because everything in social media right now seems to be revolving around video. So it's creating reels, creating videos, doing stories, things like that. People are more apt to watch videos versus just looking at a post with a bunch of words on there. So they're liking the movement of video. And you'll find as you get more involved in social media and posting that the platforms will change their logarithms pretty often. Like, for example, over the last few months, the logarithm was responding very well in Instagram for doing reels. And now we're seeing a trend back to doing carousel photos in Instagram. So we'll see on our pages that we do. We'll see on our pages where if we're posting a lot of reels, then we'll get a lot of like viewership or whatever. And then sometimes it'll start going down. If we go in to start posting carousel photos and stuff, it'll start spiking up again. So we just have to kind of stay on top of it. You'll learn how to do that. There's no magic formula or nowhere to go and find that information. It's really just about monitoring your stats. So, but that's not what this class is about today. Just a little info. And then I am going to, depending on how far along we can get, we're going to try to keep this class to about an hour and a half, because I know there's some other things going on this afternoon. So we'll have to clear out to make time for them to get in. If we have time, then I'm going to show you a couple other little software tools that I use that I've discovered here recently, that not necessarily in Canva. It's just some other kind of social media tools to use. And then the other thing that I'll tell you too is most of the time on Canva, I honestly use my phone to create most of my stuff. If you follow any of my social media stuff, like Instagram is probably where you see most of mine, I create a lot of that through my phone. I've always done it on my phone, so I struggle a little bit coming over to the computer and like trying to figure out where everything is. And then, of course, when you get into like a program called like Instagram, you can't create reels on your computer. You have to use your phone. And so I guess that's why I use it so much, because I do more on Instagram as far as like Canva type stuff. So I do have my phone linked up. So if something pops up I'll try to minimize it, but in a minute we'll actually flip over to and be able to see my phone. And then I'll walk you through like how to finish out like a reel on Instagram. Okay. All right. So hopefully everybody has brought with them today or have access to on their computer, like your company logo, your headshot that you want to use. And if you don't have one, just take a selfie or something like that for now, because it's just learning. And then you can replace it all later, because I'm going to show you how to do it. And then if you have a brand that has specific colorings, like if you're with a Crylike or, whatever brand you're with and they have specific color fonts, if you know your color numbers, then that would be good. But if not, I'm going to show you how to put it in, and that'll be some homework that you can go back and do. And I'll just kind of start, I'll show you real quick, like, so let me go home. So when we log in, this is what we look like. First of all, let me just see a raise of hands for everybody that uses Canva currently. Okay. So most of the people in the room have some experience using Canva. All right. So, so this is what we get when we log in. Now you can, I have the pro version. And so you can have multiple teams in here, like if you were doing different people or whatever, but I just have mine in here. And then this is one part of the menu structure. So all my projects. So you can see I have lots of folders. So I try to stay organized, because otherwise I'll just be searching for something. And then, but this is where I really wanted to focus some time in on under brand kit. And so if you click it, you do see two of our brands in here. Amanda's one of the agents on my team. And so we kind of use the same Canva account. And so she has hers in here too. But if I click on mine, so you can see in here, I'm going to minimize all this stuff. So you have all these different, and they keep adding stuff to this. And so it kind of evolves over time. I think it just started out with logos and colors and fonts. It didn't have graphics and photos and icons and stuff. So I haven't even added anything on that yet. But like here in my logos, I have a lot of them in here because I've been using it for a while. And so our logos have transitioned and stuff like that. So my older logos, my personal logos, these are more icons. They probably should go down in the icon category now that we have an icon category. And then I have some of my signatures in here. And then, my team logo. And then, these are just different logos for my brand that are all in here, but I want to have access to them quick when I'm designing something. I don't want to go digging through my computer trying to find something. So this is just going to help me save time. So like, for example, I'll show you this. So that's a logo that I've created, but you can see that it wasn't just a logo. It was a design that we made, and that we turned it into a logo because it's just one flat image. And now I use this on lots of my social media stuff, flyers, newsletters, anything like that. That's just kind of how my marketing material looks that I try to use. So you'll be able to create something like that. And I can kind of show you how we got started with that. But then otherwise, I just uploaded all my brokerage stuff in here. So now it's there. So then you go to colors. Minimize this. And then here's colors. And so you see, this is called Jaime Ross. So this is my personal branding colors, the ones I like to use when I'm marketing. If I'm focusing more on like what my brand Coldwell Banker does, there's my Coldwell Banker specific colors out of our identity name. They're all in there. And then I don't know what the rest of these are. They're not ones that I use. I just use the Jaime Ross and the CBCM. And then fonts. So I have some specific fonts that I like too. Let's see. Yeah, so like I use Amsterdam 1 for that cursive font. Thought I discarded it. I use Frances for body. So you can just kind of pick out. I mean, you just kind of go through there and play around. And so you find something that you feel like is very cohesive with the image that you're trying to create, and write them down, get online, you research some fonts or whatever, and you pick them out, and then you go in here and you create it. Now, when you create a post and you're writing on top of an image or something like that, and you say, I'm going to put some body text in there or header text or whatever, and you're in your brand, it's going to put that font there every time. You don't have to remember like, oh, what was that font that I really liked? It's already there. And if you say, I want to put in my logo on this, you don't have to go searching for it. It's already in here. So we're gonna get, I'm gonna try to do that real quick. I already got mine. Oh, sorry. You might have to move up. I don't think I'm talking as much as I can. Otherwise I'll start screaming. Do you need a cord up here? Like if we got a different cord so you plug in? Okay, I'm sorry. This is for we're recording on Zoom. It's not projecting in here. If y'all can't, can y'all hear? Can everybody hear me or no? Because if you can't hear me, I can get him to come put a microphone in here. You need a microphone? Let me see if I got Tommy's number. You gonna get him, Yolanda? Thank you. Okay, while they're doing that, we're gonna get started here. Okay. The brand hub. Okay, I'm gonna act like I'm starting a whole new one. So I'm just gonna create this one. I'm gonna say Jane Doe. Create. And so once you do that, and you're welcome to follow along while I'm doing this so that you don't get lost. Okay. All right, let me go back. All right, so basically, I had hit brand hub right here. And then once you click that over here, this right here says add new. You're going to click this add new button right here, and then it's going to pop up and ask you to name it. And I just named it Jane Doe. You're welcome. He's coming. Okay, Tommy's coming. So then we just come, I'm just going to come down here to logo, and it says, you know, it's literally drop and drag or click and upload. I'm going to add a logo. So I'm going to click add new, and I'm going to click upload logo. I'm going to find it on my computer, what I want to use. So I'm just navigating inside my own computer to find my logos. I'm just going to pick one. Yep. So right now what I'm doing is I'm finding it and I'm creating another, like I showed you my Jamie Ross one. I'm creating a whole different one. So like that was somebody else. Some people can't hear me completely. They're gonna need a microphone. Yeah. I'm not a yeller.
I'm not allowed to use a microphone.
You're not? Oh, see, I'm not a super loud talker. My husband says I whisper.
Yeah, no, when I've taught classes, they've had to come from over there and go, you need to calm down.
Really?
And that's me without.
Now, I do want to point this out. So I uploaded that logo here, and in my colors, it automatically added some colors because it extracted what colors was in my logo. So that's pretty cool. I actually didn't even know it did that. And that could be, I mean, this thing changes constantly. I'm always getting emails saying, oh, there's a new thing. I'm gonna find another one. Here's a blue one. Let's see if it does it. Yes. It's right underneath it. I'm gonna show you. So now I'm uploading a second logo. Okay, let me do it again. That's better.
And just speak clearly and it'll pick up. If you speak too soft, it won't pick up.
All right, I won't whisper. Okay, so I hit this right here, add new. Right here, add new, and then look right here, upload logo. Upload logo. And then it just opens up the Explorer screen of my computer. And I'm just going to navigate on my computer to find where I have my logos stored. So this is where all my logos are. So I'm just going to click any random one and which one it is. And it brought another one in. So then it added the colors for that logo too. So then you were asking about colors. So let's just say, okay, I'm good. I've got my logos in there. I got 3 of them. Now we're down in here in colors. It's just right down below it. So just scroll down. And it extracted those colors out that was in my logos. And now I'm just gonna hit new. Maybe I want another one in there. So I'm gonna add a color palette. Now, I mean, I could just come in here and randomly pick one, but add a custom color palette. Let's see. There was a way. It used to be that right there. I don't know why it's not working. Because I used to be able to choose the color code. Just add that one in. Okay, so I think that's where it is. So you click on one and then I guess I could retype something in here. So I'm going to type in C. I'm making one up, so I hope this is a real one. COFOF 7. So it added this yellow, and I'm just going to hit add. So there it is. It changed it in there. And I could change the name of this. Let's just say, I don't know, make something up. So that's how you do that. So, and I know it has added a lot of them up here. So I can remove these too. Like, I don't think I'll remove that one. I'll keep that one. And then this one is, oh, here's where it is. So adding color palette. Add new. I could type in my color code right there. So if you know your color numbers are a certain number out of your from your company, you can just type it in, it'll find it, and then it'll add it in. It's there. All right, so we're gonna, anybody else have any questions on colors? Okay. Fonts. So now here we are in fonts. You just click it and then you can drop this down and then you'll see all the fonts that Canva has, and they have a lot of them. So this is where I would suggest that you really kind of spend some time and figuring out what you want your brand to look like. So you can choose something for today, but then you probably need to go out and investigate, look on social media, look at what other people are doing, see what you like, see what style is going to kind of work with you, and choose some things that it will be cohesive together too. Because you don't want to choose a title font that's going to clash with your subtitle font. They need to kind of transition together and be real cohesive. Same thing with headings, subtitles, bodies, quotes, captions, all that stuff. So it'll take a little bit of time to kind of decide what you want your brand to look like. But when you figure that out, this is where you're going to put it all. So I'll just choose one. I'll just choose that one. I don't actually like that one. Choose that one. And subtitle, I'm going to choose. I'm just kind of going through here, picking out some that I like. Okay, so I've got fonts in there. So I'm going to move on into photos. Now, I haven't really utilized the photo section, but I'm going to go back into my brand and do that. Because there are certain photos that I do like to use. I'm just going to add a couple here and just kind of see what happens with it. Because this is a fairly new feature. Put those in here. If I had some specific graphics that I used all the time, which I really don't, I could put them in there. And I don't know really what they mean by icons besides me showing you pictures of those keys and things like that earlier that I had in my branding. But I also am starting to think about like, what if I should put in here like the realtor logo, the R, or what if I should put in here like the MLS logo, the fair housing, all that kind of stuff. That might be helpful to have that stuff handy if you're using it pretty often. But I feel like I've built this brand out pretty well. So I'm going to leave it. I'm going to let these finish uploading and I'm going to pop in somewhere else and show you something else. Marty, have you been able to follow along? Working good for you? Did you know branding colors? Okay, so it just pulled in from your logo. Good. Okay. All right. So now I'm just going to go back. Um, let me show you my organization. Probably not the very best it could be, but it's pretty good. It works pretty well for us. So here's my folders. So like logos and branding stuff's all in one. I have different guides that we've created all in one. Makes it really handy to get to it. And then let me show you also what I think is really cool about Canva is like, for example, I have these like local guides that I created. I figure out how to do it on here. Okay, right here. So I created a template and I just did it as an 8.5 by 11 so that I could print these out. And I just created this and I try to send this to people who are moving to the area. And so if they don't know anything about Olive Branch, I send them something that kind of gives them a little direction on places to eat, places to visit, things to do, stuff like that. Well, I'm usually not seeing them in person. It's usually somebody I'm talking to on the phone. So I can just go in here into my Canva on my phone and I can hit let's see. I usually do this on my phone. That's why I'm having a hard time. Like maybe it's that right there. Yeah. So that right there, I get a link and I copy it and I paste it into a text message. And then I come in here and I can send it to them and I'll go through their text message. And when they click it and they open it up, it's going to pop that up. So I didn't have to print it. I didn't have to email it. I'm on the phone with them. It's so easy for me to move from phone call to Canva because I'm usually sitting somewhere. And so I usually pop them on speakerphone. I keep talking to them. I get on my Canva and find what I need. Boom. Need to send them a business card. Go in Canva. I either download it as an image and pop it in there real quick on my phone, or I send it to them as a link. So I use that all the time, generating those links to send out documents and graphics and information. Same thing with like, who do I use for a home inspector? I have a whole thing I send on the importance of home inspection, several references for them to call, things that home inspectors do. So it's like 3 things I send and boom, I send that. So then I get somebody under contract, they're getting that link. And so I don't have to, that's just what I do. Yeah, sure. So I got too much stuff open. Let me this stuff. All right. So I opened up something that I had already created and I just hit share. This share button you're going to use all the time. I can do a whole lot with this share button. One is download. If I actually wanted to download this as a PDF, whatever, I can download in here, but I just went down here to more and then it gives you even more things to do. So I'm going to do a view only link so they can't edit it. And then I just copied it. And then I would paste that into a text message, email, whatever. And then when they open it up, that's what they get. Page 2, page 1. Let me get back over here to this. I do want to show you. So sometimes people struggle with what to write when they create a post. Like I'm like, okay, I found a cute picture. Now what do I write? Canva's got a new feature. If you're not familiar with it, it's this one right here, and it just says for you. And then I haven't used it a whole lot, but I have used it a couple of times, but I'll do it and show you what it does. I think it's probably about 2 or 3 months old. Okay, right here on the front page, homepage, what will you design today? Right here on the top, on the left. See that? Hit the Canva logo at the top left. The Canva logo at the top left will always take you right back to where you need to go. And they don't use the word home on here. All right, so we're going to go here to for you. I think it's already, yeah, it's already low up right here. So I could start typing something out if I wanted to. It's going to put it in this cool font that's here. But I can use this, hit the plus sign right here, and you can see it says add magic. Then it says right here, use 5 or more words to describe what you want to write. So I'll just put importance of staging a home to sell. And then it created that instantly, that quick. Staging a home to sell is important because it helps potential buyers see themselves living in a space, which can lead to a quicker sale and potentially higher selling price by creating an inviting and neutral atmosphere. Staging can also help highlight a home's best feature and blah, 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 blah. So all I gotta do is copy that and throw that in whatever social media platform and upload the graphic that I have created. The only thing I could maybe say to that is if you're not on a pro version, maybe it's a pro feature only. Maybe I can come over and take a look at it. Who's not seeing it that has pro? I'm not an iPhone. I'm not an iPhone. All right, yeah, you have to click that. Click on. Yeah. And then when it pops up, did you? Okay, so now when you click here, you can this plus one. All right, so this, what magic? Right. Who else? Everybody got it. Y'all probably had never accessed it, so I think it took you to a step first, but since I've been in it, it shows me that. So anyway, so I had that created that I could use that. And so now I'm gonna go backwards a little bit. I'm gonna hit, there actually is the home button there. I'm gonna say create a design. And I'm gonna say, I'm gonna create a Facebook post. Notice it says it's gonna be landscape, which is fine. That's what it tells us it's doing. Now you may already have a picture that you want to use, and I'll show you how to upload that. Right here, uploads it under design, elements, brand hub, upload. So if you already have an image that you know you would want to use, you can hit upload. It will show you all the stuff that you have previously uploaded. All my history of uploads is all in here. It's all right there. Sometimes I treat this as like the downloads folder. If it's something that I want to see again, I'll go upload it one more time to have it at the top so I can see it. I'll grab that one and put this one in. So see how this and clear up. So that was just a picture that I had uploaded at some point. And I don't know if you paid attention to, I'm going to delete it so I can do it again slowly so you can see it. I'm grabbing this and I'm holding on to the mouse with it and I'm coming over. And then it just filled the space. I think you can do it for phones because I do everything with my phone. And then I just let it go so it's there. Now, if I just try to quickly run over and like throw it over there, it ain't going to do that. So you have to be kind of careful about going over and let it grab it. Then it takes it in. If I want to replace it with this one, and then it'll clear up unless it's just a bad image. There we go, cleared up. Okay. So then I can come over here to text. close some of this stuff. I got too much open. And I'm gonna put, so I'm on text. I'm ready to add, if I wanted to add something. I don't know what I would want to add. What do y'all think we should add to this picture? What is it? Basic kitchen? Spacious kitchen. Okay, sorry. Okay, so I'm just gonna, I can pick any logo I want. It also gives you some kind of cool, like, I guess they're like specialty design logo fonts that I could use, and then I don't have to think about trying to create. And I could, which I couldn't create that anyway if I tried. So I'm just gonna, I'll grab that one right there, and I'm gonna turn it to white so that we can see it. Because I'm gonna actually put it down here at the bottom. And this is where just coming in and kind of getting comfortable with Canva and playing around with it and knowing that if you hate it, delete it. Go to the next one, change it, add a different layer, do something else. There's also, for those that weren't in the Canva 1 class, on Facebook, there's some pages, Facebook pages called Canva for Realtors, and it's free. They're groups. There's hundreds of them on there. Go sign up for them and get in those groups, and people will show you tricks and designs and ideas and all that kind of stuff, and it's free to do. And so I'm in there, and that stuff flashes up all the time, so I get ideas or whatever from that. But I want to point out to you something, and hopefully you can see it. Down here, it's got this white font, cold, smooth, and tasty, and then down below it's got a name there like Angelo Brewing. Well, what I want to do is, because it's all grouped together, I'm going to ungroup it. And I'm going to choose this smaller font and get rid of it because that's not what I wanted. So I'm just going to say spacious. I want to say cozy kitchen. Cozy kitchen. And then I'm just going to put it there. Then there's all kinds of effects and things that we can do. So I'll just kind of play with this for a second, kind of show you like this right here with the arrows. I can actually, you see how my cozy kitchen, they're kind of touching each other. I can play with that, and I can, well, I meant to do this one. And I can make it go hot like that without going in and trying to add some lines in between. So I can do like that. And then sometimes maybe I want them a little tighter together so I can pull them in, or maybe I want them a little, fill up some space. I can make it wider. I don't really know what these things do because I never really see them do anything. So I just never mess with that. So that's that right there. The other thing is, what if I wanted to have my logo? Probably see other people that have social media posts and their logos like on the picture. And so I'll show you how I do that. I'm going to go over here to my brand hub, like we were just in our brand earlier, and we created that brand. And I'm going to go over here and I'm going to say, I'm in my logos because that's where I want to be. I'm grabbing a logo. And I'm going to find one that I think they'll work well in here. I'm just going to put this one in here because I think that that's going to show up because I'm using white, to be identity correct for real estate commission. I probably have to put my brokerage logo in there as well. But I'm just trying to show you an example of how easy it is to kind of layer these things. And so if I wanted to put my brokerage logo in here, I could do that too. Here's a white one. And I could, it just gets it crowded. So I would need to redo something on here. This wouldn't work. But, maybe I don't want cozy kitchen there anymore. I'll move that up here and I just have this. And I could post that. I could get rid of cozy kitchen and not have that there anymore. And maybe I'm okay with that and that this is fine because social media is, it lasts 2 seconds. People look at it and they scroll. So don't spend so much time trying to make it perfect because you are going to spend more time looking at it than anybody else. The idea behind social media is to have consistent information out there. It doesn't have to be perfect, just like video. If you're trying to get into create video, because video is kind of where everything's going. I struggle with it. It's always my goal every year is I'm going to do more video. Well, I don't because I always try to make it perfect, but I preach this to myself too. I'm like, it doesn't have to be perfect because people are going to watch it for like 30 seconds and they're going to move on. And if I'm more, so I usually worry about, oh gosh, I put makeup on. What do I look like on the video? Well, I look like the same as I look in person. So it doesn't matter. So I just need to get over it. So I have my little graphic created. Now this is that button that I told you is going to be used all the time. The share button. We've already used it once today. I'm going to hit share, and then I'm going to hit download. Download. And so you get some options here. I'm just going to leave it as a PNG, which is just a higher quality photo file type. Then I'm going to hit download. Now it's downloading it. Okay. It went to my downloads on my computer. That's where it went. I'm not worried about it right now. Now I'm going to go back home and I'm going to go over back to where we were earlier. Just start writing. And everybody know where I went back to? Lisa, you know where I went? Y'all, I was making sure y'all follow me. Okay. I went fast. I know. And I heard you ask a question. That's why I was like, I want to make sure everybody's with me. I did. You got it. You knew it. Okay. Tell me if I go fast. I will slow down. Are you good? That's good. All right. So now I'm going to hit magic again. And I'm going to hit write magic. And this time I'm going to say, cute, cozy kitchen. I think it wanted 5 words. Home for sale. Let's see. It sounds like you're describing a home for sale. Oh, so it tells me I didn't do enough. Do you have any specific questions or information you'd like me to find for you? Hang on. All right, let me do it again. Okay. Not working like I want it to. All right, here we go. So that works. Some cozy kitchen trends include warm natural color palettes, blah, 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 blah. I don't really care what it says. And then I'll go to Facebook and I'm going to go to my business page. And then I'm going to, why is it not letting me? See, I told you I don't use the computer very much. Oh, it's wanting me to switch into this login. So let me go over here and do this. My Canva? I don't. Yeah. We use another platform called, I can't remember what it's called. I can't remember. We use another platform that we use. The other girl that's on my team, she does most of our social media posting. And so we have a whole other software that we use. So we create content in here. She pulls it in there and then we schedule everything out. And so it goes to Instagram, Google Business, Facebook, business pages, hers and mine. I think that's it. There's like 4 or 5 places that it goes to. And so she just has them dropping at certain times of the month. So that's why we do it. It's kind of like Hootsuite, but it's not Hootsuite. We used to use Hootsuite. All right. So I'm going to hit add video, add photo. Now I'm just going back. Remember, I told you automatically as a default, anything you pull out of Canva is going into your download folder. They don't have a specific name because I didn't name it anything. Remember, I deleted that word Angelo Brewery, and it's the last one that I did. So there it is. So I pick it, and if it's not it, I just delete it. So there's my picture. There's with my logo on it. You can see I made a mistake. Should have. We'll see how it looks when I post it, but I can already tell that I don't. My logo is a little too close to the edge. I don't care. I'm going to post it, and then next time I'll know, move it over. And then I'm going to go back over here to this cozy kitchen thing, and I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to go up here, and I'm going to paste that in. Then I'll put if I want, I'm on my Facebook page, so I don't really have to put brokerage information, but there it is. So now I'm just going to hit post. Not now. All right, there it is. See how my logo was a little too close over here? So I know now I should have moved it over, but it's okay. Looks good. So that's there. And see, a lot of the times what we'll do is we'll put hashtags in on a lot of our stuff. And so if you get serious about posting on social media, you should probably research some hashtags that you want to use. It's not like that people are searching hashtag Hernando or whatever. This is really just telling whatever platform that you're on, this is a post that has something to do with hashtag topic. So the platform can kind of in the background in a file system somewhere, it's categorizing. So somebody's posting a lot of stuff like, what's something fun to do in Hernando, or, where can I do something in Hernando, or I've got to go to Hernando for whatever. Logarithms are capturing what people are saying and doing and all that, either on your phone, on social media and all that. So that's where these hashtags come into play. People post so much that kind of goes into this funnel. The platforms, the logarithms will start putting people in buckets. And so they'll say, oh, this person likes Hernando. And so now they're going to start delivering content that they think lines up with what they want to see. So that's why it's important for you to, if you're posting a lot, to try to use hashtags so that your stuff can get delivered to the right people. Okay. You're not. Yeah. Yep. That's all you do. Nope, not a link. No, it's not a link. It's literally like I'll go in here and I'll edit this one right here. Let's see. Edit post. And so like I'll put in here. So like so if I put hashtag, so look, it's already pulling up some stuff. I've said the word Hernando a lot. So here it is, Hernando, Mississippi. So it's here, it knows. So I'm just going to say kitchen. So 17 million posts have been posted. I don't know what the time length is that had that focused on the word kitchen. I want to take that. And then, so you want to try to look for things that have a high trending rate. So if type in the word Hernando in and you only had 4 hashtags, if it said there was 4 of them, that's not a popular keyword. So you come up with something else. So then I'm going to say like Sherwin-Williams probably would be good. 320,000 posts. Sherwin-Williams paint 500 or 51,000. I'll just take that. Then it starts telling me what to choose. Yeah, that would be ideal because that means that that people are searching for that. So hope. Potentially could come up. Yeah. So like I said, I don't know how all algorithms work. This is just kind of how I know it. It's in the back somewhere in the back of the mind of Facebook in a file cabinet somewhere, a cloud-based file cabinet. Oh, Facebook, TikTok, or not TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn, Google, all these platforms where people are posting content and they're using hashtags and stuff, or maybe not even hashtags. It's just the logarithm's able to pick up on key words and phrases about what these posts are about. Then that's why you get some people that say, I had a community, standard issue, like the Facebook says you went against community standard guidelines, and you may not even said anything wrong. It's just something in what you said triggered something somewhere. So they're watching, they're flagging stuff, and it's just logarithms running. And so when you're posting stuff, and I put hashtag kitchen, Facebook saying, okay, this is a post that has something to do with kitchens, throw it in the kitchen file cabinet. Now, when people are talking about kitchens, posting about kitchens, searching kitchens, then they'll probably think, oh, this post that Jamie made is about kitchens. Let me display it. And if they display it and enough people start clicking on it and using it, then they'll say that, oh, she has relevant content about kitchens. We're going to display it to more people. If people don't look at my posts when I have posted, and they're displaying it's not getting shown, then they'll say it's not relevant and they'll show it less. And so that's what happens on like TikTok when you see people post like a good video or a good TikTok reel or whatever they're called. And if people are really clicking on it and really watching it and sharing it and trending audio starting to pick up on it, and then that's relevant content. And so it's going to get delivered to your the For You pages. But if it's not, it just doesn't get shown up and people aren't liking it and sharing it and stuff like that. And it could be the identical video. It's just timing sometimes on it. And that's the other thing too on social media. Like if you do get into video, and I know this is not necessarily a class about video, but if you do get into video, it's okay to share a video more than once. So if you created a great video that got some good feedback on it or not good feedback on it, whatever, and you posted it and it performed well or didn't perform well, you might wait a couple of weeks and post it again and maybe put some different hashtags with it. Because sometimes the reposting of it will get you more results than the first time you ever posted it. But just do some research on sharing information across platforms, because sometimes that can get tricky too. All right, so any questions about creating that post? Okay. All right, so now I'm going to run back over here into Canva. And I got too many pages open. And now we're going to create that Facebook cover page. So all I'm going to do right here is I'm going to hit search, and I'm going to hit like Facebook cover, Facebook cover. So you can see it's telling us it's going to be 1640 by 924. I already knows the exact size, so we don't have to alter that at all. And then we're going to go down here, and here's all the I'm just seeing if there's any real estate ones over here. So here's all the filter, all the templates. There's 22,000 filters. And it says right here you can search thousands of templates. So I'm gonna see if this is gonna search the Facebook cover templates. So I'm gonna type real estate. All right, let's see. Facebook cover templates and for real estate. So you can kind of go through here. If you find one that you just think looks cool and you like it, then pick it. I try to keep it a little bit simple, because you got to think about on Facebook, people are looking at your Facebook page on the computer with a bigger screen. And so when they look at your Facebook cover, it's going to show at a different resolution. Then that same image has to go onto a phone. And so it cuts some off. And so on a mobile, you might lose some stuff on the sides. So whenever I'm creating one, I want to have more of my relevant information in the center so that people can see my contact information and stuff like that. So I tend to like to copy what some other people have done, like these templates and stuff. I don't want to create from scratch every single thing I do, because that's just all I would do. So I'm just going to find one that, like, I happen to like this one, because I feel like the stuff is in the middle. And so I don't care if I lose the sides over here. I think I can work with this. So I'm going to say, customize this template. So I'm going to get rid of her. She's gone. And then I could just, retype this information in if I wanted to, but I have all my logos and stuff already built in. So I might as well just go ahead and use it. So I'm going to click over here to Brand Hub, like we did before, logos. And I'm going to hit see all. And then remember, I told you I like to use that because it's pretty consistent with all my stuff. So I can resize this. I'm not trying to make this perfect. I'm just trying to give you an example of how you can use this. Because if you were really wanting to post this, you probably would want to be a little more taking time to plan it and make it look really good. How did I make that one? I'll show you how to make that. To finish this one up, I can move this stuff around, like just give it a little more space or whatever. And then I'm just not going to put anything down there. And then, literally that can be done, and I can post that. Nobody would judge that and say it's a terrible picture. It serves the purpose. It shows I'm in real estate. It's got my information on it. I probably would like my information to be a little bit bigger, but it did what I needed to do in 2 seconds. I'll show you how I made this little image right here. So I'm going to go home and do that. And then I'm going to it might be easier if I do this on my phone. Let me see if I pick up my phone. I had my phone open. Oh, here we are. Let's see if you can see this. Let me close everything. And then how much more efficient on my phone. I am. It's the perfect computer phone. Yeah, I love my Samsung. I've been a Samsung user for 10 or 12 years, and I like the camera on the iPhone, but I'll just have somebody else take the picture and then I'll do everything else. Okay, so you got the S23 Ultra. I thought about upgrading to that. The only reason I haven't is because it doesn't have the SD card. That's the only holdback I've got right now. All right, so I'm gonna do a okay, so you asked me to recreate that. So I'm gonna do custom size. I'm gonna change this over here to inches, and I'm just gonna say the width is gonna be, let's just say 6 inches, and the height's gonna be 3. No, not yet. I'm creating the blank Canva right here. So you see what's going on here? It keeps moving it over here. Let me see if I can just lay this down. So I'm focusing right over here. Now it will be, it's going to be an image. So I'm on my phone and I'm on Canva. I'm on my phone though. So just watch me for a second. And I'm hitting right here, this plus sign. So it's saying I want to create something new. It asks me what I like to create. It gives me some options here. I'm saying I want to create a custom size. So the other things, we're just going to format the size to the platform I was going to post to. So I'm saying I want to create something that's going to be about 6 inches wide and 3 inches tall. I'm going to give that a whirl size. I'm going to create new image, create new design. We'll see how that works. So okay, so there's my image size right there. And so now I clicked it. And so I've just clicked the white box, and then I'm going to hit color. I'm going to change it to black. Right there, got that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit my plus sign again because I'm going to add something to it. So basically what I'm doing is layering things on here to make it look like I want to. So I hit the plus sign. It says, okay, well, what do you want to add? You want to add element? You want to add some picture? You want to add something from your brand? You want to upload something? I'm going to say, let's go to my brand. Oh, actually, you know what I need to do? Oh, because those are all created already. Let me go to uploads. And so I'm going to scroll through here and see if I can find one of my branding photos. It won't look exactly like we had created before, but I'll show you. Let's see. That's what I was saying earlier. They've added that into the branding photos. And I need to go in and do it. I haven't done it yet. Yeah. So you know what? I'm right here already, and I see my logo. I'm going to go ahead and click that in here. Boom. I just went ahead and added that. I'm going to leave that there. And then I want to go add I'm still looking for okay, I'm going to try this one. Now notice this has a lot of background, right? Probably doesn't look anything like the other picture. So what I'm going to do is I have it highlighted right now. I'm going to hit the word effect down here at the bottom. If you can see that down here, effect. I'm going to hit effect. And then just over here on the left, I'm going to hit BG remover. It stands for background remover. It's doing some magic. Sometimes it works great. Sometimes it doesn't. But there we go. It took the background out. So now I can, because I'm leaning to the left on this one, I can make it a little bit bigger. Then I can come over here and I can, prop me up against the side over here. And I can put that there. And then I can come in here again, and if I wanted to put I'm going to go to the brand logo because that's why we have that. It's easier. So I'm going to go over here and I'll say, okay, let me add my team logo. Put that there. And I don't want to use that logo because I need to change it. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to look for a different logo that I have. I like that one. I'm going to put that one in there. So now I have that one there. I have this one here. And you see how the little pink things are popping up? It's lining them up. So the grids, but I need to make that a little bit smaller. So I'm going to move it. That looks pretty good. And then I could add my phone numbers and stuff on there if I wanted to. This is just real quick. So then to add my phone numbers, I'm going to go back to elements. I think. No, text. Here's where branding comes in, because you see it says Jamie's brand up there at the top. That's everything I've already had built in a long time ago. It's got all my fonts in there, everything that I like to use. So I'm going to do that, and I'm just going to hit add a subheading, and I'll just put that right here. And then I'll just type in my. And then sometimes I'll do like the straight up and down, separate. And then to move it around, I just click it. And then you see this little arrow that popped up below it. I just move it around. And then I just drop it right there. I don't love that because I feel like my logo, that business logo, is a little more to be kind of in the middle. So maybe I just don't need the team logo on there at all. But that looks pretty good. I mean, I've designed my business cards, everything. I don't use any of my company's stuff to do any of my stuff. I do all my own things. And because I've created a brand that I like, my brand is black and white. I use black and white on everything and a little bit of yellow. And but anyway, so I would use that. I would download that. So now that I have that done right up here, and again, we're on the phone view right now, not the computer. So this download right here on the computer, it says share. So I'm going to hit download. Preparing my image. Then I could copy that. And then I could go to Facebook if I wanted to. Yeah, and I still could create it as an image. So I can come right down here. Let me see if that downloaded already. There it is. I just downloaded an image. So I downloaded, I'll do it again. Show it to you. Let me go back to Canva. So, yep, I just downloaded this picture. So right here, the arrow that's down, because I'm in my phone, I hit download. So it's downloading it. It's going to my phone right now, no matter what I want. It's going to my phone. It's just saying I have other options. Do I want to text it to somebody? Do I want to email it to somebody? Do I want to put it on Facebook, drop it in Messenger? What do I want to do? I got rid of that menu, and then you can see here, it says, it gives me a link. So I can copy that link. Now I have it. And I've already got it on my phone because the first thing it did was it downloaded it to my phone. So you just navigate on your phone the way you normally would go look at your pictures. So I'm going to go, or your download on my phone because I have an Android. That's how it works. So I'm going to my files, and then I just click downloads, recent files right there. And it says, I'm going to open it up because it's an image with my gallery. So there it is. So I could like text it. Let me text it to myself. So I could send that to somebody real easily as a picture. I could send it as a link. because there's the link right there. I wouldn't send them the link. I would never do that. But if I did send them anything as a link, all they have to do is open it up. So if I was sending them something else like a guide or something like that, click it and it opens up just the same. The other thing that you can do too, and I'm going to go back into the computer for this portion. I want to show you something else. Yeah, it just depends on what you're sending. If I was sending a copy of my business card, I wouldn't use it as a link. I would send it as a picture. But if I was going to post that like on social media somewhere, I have the option. I could either post the link and then erase the link so that the image just is sitting there, or I could just upload the link. So it's just whatever I chose to do. So I'm going to go back into projects because it should be in here because I've created it. It's going to be right here. It's just not showing up right now. And I think right here, I don't do this a whole lot, but right here I can create a QR code. So now no, that's turning the design into a QR code. I want to create a QR code. You know how to do that, Renetta? Yeah, I know, but it was asking me for my what link. It's asking me what link I want it to go to. See, it says enter a URL. I know, but usually I have done plenty of like several of these where I create a QR code to take you to something I've created in Canva. I'll show you an example. I don't know how I did it, but I'd have to go in here and figure it out, but it is possible because I've done it. So I'll show you my guides. This is my buyer's guide. Yeah, probably how I did it. I'll show you like in here, like right here. See all these QR codes right here? These are taking you into Canva to documents that I had already created, like a lender thing, instead of having extra pages. So I literally have, and then I print this out, high quality, very nice magazine quality paper. I use a company called Print Runner online, and they're out of California, and they're fantastic, and they're quick, and they're inexpensive because I've researched that too. Print Runner. It's either Print Runner that I use for this or Printivity. I use them for both two different things. Printivity I use for some stuff, and I use Print Runner for some stuff. And I do a lot of postcard printing and stuff like that. But I order these in like 400 quantities. And I just stick a 25 or 30 of them in my car, take them to open houses, whatever. When I meet somebody that never bought a house that I'm talking to them about real estate, if I have one handy, I just say, here's some information about buying a house. And look, there's some, you can scan it. It has some lender suggestions on here, has the budget worksheet. It has, has a home wants and need worksheet. And I don't have to have a bunch of stuff. It's just, it's literally, it's this size, but it's a front page, open it up, this page in the back. See, it's 4 pages. So it says buyer's guide, has my team here, has a little bit of information about us, has pre-qualified versus pre-approved, what kind of loans are out there, questions to ask lenders, what to expect after you're under contract. It's just simple, easy, quick, boom. Yeah, that's how it all works. We look at what other people did that worked, and then we modify it to what's going to work for us. So some people work really well with a 20-page one. I know plenty of agents that have them because they like to sit down with somebody and go through it. So I like have, and I started off with a 20-page thing. I mean, I did, and then we condensed it down, and we just, have got it down to where, because I don't even know if people read this. I just think they think it looks nice, and they're like, "Oh, this is really pretty." So that's that. So that's how I've used that, and then, okay, we're doing pretty good on time. All right, so we've done a social media post. I showed you how to do a Facebook, a cover photo. I've showed you magic on how to create content, like write stuff through there, that creating a doc through magic. I want to show you how to create a reel And then I want to show you something real quick, and I'm gonna flip over to it before we go any further here, because it's so cool. I know a couple people in here use it. Chat GPT, who's heard of that? Okay. It's the newest, coolest thing ever. It's free for now. I'm sure at some point it's going to be very, very expensive. It's going to be expensive. So get in on it now. And so I don't know why it's not showing me. Watch now, probably I can't get into it right now. Okay. I didn't even get into it a couple of days ago, but I mean, I get it now. Oh yeah. It's called Chat GPT. It's a totally different software. Chat GPT. What this is basically it's an AI. What's the AI stand for? Artificial intelligence. And it creates stuff, collateral, content, words, writings for you. Use it however you want. I mean, it's not showing my history, but I probably got 400 things over here on the left. Because I'll post in here and I'll say, okay, I would like write a blog, write a 200 word blog, write a funny 200 word blog about credit. Let's just see what it does. Credit, the magical number that determines where we're financially responsible or financially doomed. It's like a high school report card that never goes away. But let's face it, credit can be pretty hilarious if you in a laugh so you don't cry kind of way. So I told it to write it in a funny tone. It wrote it in a funny tone. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I mean, it is free, but I have yeah, it's still a free account. And see, it's still writing. It's almost done. Well, what my login up here says is chat.openai.com/chat. But if you search Chat GPT, it's going to come up. There we go. There it is. Now all I got to do what? Copy, paste it wherever I want to use it. So we can all look amazing. Uh-huh. Right. And the cool thing is it's going to give you what it gave me. If you write a funny 200 word blog about credit, you're not getting the same thing I got. It's unique to mine. It's never getting repeated, they say. And so like the other thing I could do is say, write I don't know, give me an, okay. Write let's see, YouTube script about searching for a home as a new buyer. I don't know what's going to give me. I mean, my daughter was having to write. So look, it gave me a title: The Adventures of a First-Time Home Buyer. The opening shot. The camera is going to pan over a young couple sitting on a couch. Tells me what to shoot, what video. The narrator. Done it. Write a listing description. Write a listing description for a luxury home with a good night pool on 5 acres. Yeah, so it gets overran. And if people are in there, You already have login? Come on. That's it. That's right. We're sharing today. Okay. So that's that. So here's your luxury description listing, Lisa. Welcome to the stunning home nestled in a sprawling 5-acre property. The beautiful residence boasts 6 spacious bedrooms and 4 luxurious baths, ample space. Step inside, you'll be greeted by open and airy floor plans, soaring ceilings. But basically, just take this and put it in Word and add what you need, fix it. Mm-hmm. So I can just say right here, make it shorter. So it's doing it again. And I can stop generating at any time and move on and do something else. But see, normally when you're in here, it keeps them all over here. So that's it. So that was my little free extra benefit of Chat GPT. I'm going to go back now and go back into Canva and show you the reel. Well, first I'm going to go back into Instagram on my phone. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. However you have your settings, I'm not sure. But look, so y'all watch the reels on Instagram? Okay. So I just go through here and I find, you know, I put it on reels. I look and see what I like. Yes. So I'm in reels and I hit search and I'm just going to type real estate. Actually. I think you can. I don't know. Maybe it just knows I post so much real estate stuff. All right. So I was going to show you how to do a reel. So I recorded a quick video before I left home. And it's just the video. And then I'm going to do the audio. Actually, I'm going to do it this a different way. I'm here on my Instagram and I'm going to hit plus sign. I say I'm going to do a reel. And then I'm going to come down here on the bottom part right here. And I'm going to upload my video. Now, I'm going to stop here and say, I might have wanted to record a video and phone it in Canva and dropped a logo on it, so where my logo sits on the bottom corner of it, and then downloaded it to my phone. You can only create reels through your phone. You can't do it on the computer. So that's why I have it hooked up like this today, so I can show you all this. You could do it like that. I just don't do it like that. I just shoot a video and then I upload it and create it. So I'm gonna pop in, and then I'm gonna hit save because I'd already saved some sounds. Let me just see what this one says. No, not that one. Yeah, that's it. All right, let me see. See how easy that was? Then I just hit add. Next. Me? Obsessed with you? Yes. Yes, I am. So it was easy. It's quick. I was in my car, like, what am I going to show them today? Oh, okay, that works. I jumped out of my car, stopped the video in the driveway, and rolled here. And so it's that quick. And that's how you create content. And it's just taking what other people did that was funny and cute and sharing it out, because most of the people who are following you on social media, they're following you, but they're not real estate agents. They're your friends, your family, your colleagues, or not colleagues, your associates, whatever. And they're not necessarily following 75 other real estate agents like you probably are. You hope not. And so they're not seeing all the real estate content that you see. So when you share something funny that you've seen somebody in California shoot, they've probably never seen it before, and they're going to think you are a genius. And so just copy and put it out there. Yeah, exactly. And that's how it gets creative, and people do new creative twists on these different things. I mean, and so I'm gonna post this. Let me see what caption should I write? I know we got lazy. Let's see. Yes, I am obsessed with my clients. I saved mine. I'm going to show you how to do that. Let me show you how. I'm going to show them how to do that. So now it's done. It's posted. It's on Instagram now. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click over here to Reels. So there's, that's somebody talking about real estate. Here's one. I just I'm like, oh, okay, that's cute. And maybe I want to make that reel. And so what I do is, if you look down here where you see the music, and so I click it right here. And then if I want to shoot it right now, I hit use audio. If I want to save it for later, I'm going to hit the save button. I already have that saved. That's why it's not doing it. But that's it. That's all you got to do. And then now, if I want to create that reel again, I'm going to show you again now that you've seen to save it. If I want to create a reel, so I hit the plus sign, I hit reel. I go in here and I choose audio, and I'm going into the saved. And then these are all my saved things. So I don't know what some of these are. Let's just see. That's it. I didn't even mean to find that one. And then I just go and upload again. I'm plus sign, and I go find some kind of video or something. I don't know. I'm not going to post this. Jaime Ross _ realtor. Okay. Jaime Ross _ realtor. All right, so that's that. And then let me show you. Well, we have about 9 minutes left. Is there anything that anybody was dying to know when they got here?